The reason I said that Robert Bergdahl looked like a Muslim is that he looks like a Muslim. I said that Robert Bergdahl looked like a Muslim when he appeared at the White House with President Obama. A, he absolutely looked like a Muslim. B, he talked in Pashto, the language of the Taliban. And C, he thanked Allah. I thought the appearance was totally inappropriate. I said it. I'll stand by it.
Bill O, on one of the occasions in which he judged the father of a freed American prisoner, Warbo Bergdahl, based on that father's appearance. Joining me now is Linda Sarsour. She's Executive Director of the Arab American Association of New York. Still with me is Zainab Milbank. All right, what is your reaction to the video that we played?
I think it's just a Snapchat of the Islamophobia industry that is well and alive in this country, and it just goes beyond that Heritage Foundation event. But it was just disgusting to watch. It was exactly what Dana said. It was just lopsided. It was like, it was ugly. And I mean, to treat any woman, regardless of what her faith was, like that is absolutely disrespectful. And I think, again, it goes back to how dare a Muslim woman stand up for herself? How dare she assert herself and ask a question? And I think that's the kind of confusion that the Islamophobes have. It's one moment we're oppressed, but when we actually assert ourselves and become an empowered woman to ask a question, it's like, who do you want us to be exactly?
Do you think this little kind of weird, self-contained world of like Benghazi conspiracy theorists, like, is that representative of something broader, or is it its own weird subculture?
Absolutely not. It's part of, like, Obama's a Muslim, looking at their, just listening to what Gabriel said. She said her math is very off, by the way. 25% of 1.8 billion people is like 1 out of every 4 people wants destruction of the West, and it seems like we're doing pretty well. We're still around. I think the thing that concerns me the most is that this is really acceptable bigotry. Like, nobody's up in arms about this. They're more up in arms about Dana writing the article than the actual content of what's going on.
Yeah,
if we flipped it around and we put a Jewish woman in there or a Christian woman in there, we would be up in arms with the Heritage. We would be asking for them to be shut down and the government to, like, investigate their finances and find out who they're connected to. I mean, it's just my thing. It's like the hypocrisy around this acceptable industry that is backed by millions of dollars. The Islamophobia industry is at least $120 million. Center for American Progress and the Council on American Islamic Relations have tracked money. This is a lucrative business. These people are making money off of this hate.
And it's just peddling this. I mean, that's the point, Dana, right? That this is just red meat for the base.
Yeah, Chris, and it's sort of the last area where discrimination for some people seems to be perfectly legitimate. Imagine if Bill O'Reilly said, wow, Bergdahl's father looks like a Jew. Could you imagine the reaction to this? Or Gabrielle saying the peaceful Muslims are irrelevant. Could you imagine somebody saying, well, peaceful Italians are irrelevant because there's organized crime? Or, peaceful African Americans are irrelevant because there's the Black Panthers. It's preposterous. And if you substitute another ethnic group in there, you see immediately why this is completely unacceptable.
Do you think, I've been thinking a lot about what's going on right now in Iraq, and it does occur to me that, there's this old adage about, news that we don't cover every plane that lands, right? So people have an outsized sense of the danger of flying because for a long time, the only thing we covered were crashes, and so that's what's in your mind. And the fact of the matter is, we don't cover, like, peaceful Muslims just like hanging out, going about their day, like performing surgery or like being accountants. We cover ISIS marching through with black flags looking super terrifying.
When we did do that, when the Learning Channel put together that reality television show called All American Muslim, the right wing went crazy. They started pulling ads, and because how dare we show normal Muslims in Michigan living like normal Americans? And that's the problem. And the question is, where are the peaceful Muslims that are like head of the peace movement? Where are all the Muslims condemning terrorism? There are plenty of them out there, trust me. But the media, that's not exactly a spicy story.
Right, exactly. We don't even in the case of, even in Syria and the Syrian resistance, I mean, the Syrian resistance, the kind of secular left resistance of Syria got no play here, right? What got play was the fact that there were these sort of Al-Qaeda folks and ISIS affiliated folks. And I wonder, Dana, like how much the way we all cover this is part of the problem.
Well, that's true in this area as in all areas, and we accentuate the negative, and of course people see it on their news screens. But still, to take a leap from there and say that there's 300 million Muslims out there bent on the destruction of Western civilization, well, if we have a war on terror, what does that mean? We have to go out and kill all 300 million people? I mean, good luck with that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That is, and there is this kind of desire for some kind of cataclysmic clash with some massive group of people. And one of the weird things that I think the results of the way we reacted 9/11 was to inflate the importance, right, and the credibility of precisely those groups that are most marginalized.
I mean, look, we're giving platform to like Pastor Terry Jones from Florida, the Quran burning pastor who has like 2 people in his congregation. I mean, who are we giving platform and agency to? Like Frank Gaffney or Bridget Gabriel or Pamela Geller? Like, people need to do their media specifically needs to do their homework on these people and who we're giving a platform to. I wish I had the same platforms that these people have. And I think for the Muslim community, we're just another addition to a long history of people who've been marginalized, vilified, and there'll probably be more groups moving forward. I mean, my concern right now is that we keep saying no bigotry, no racism, but when it comes to Arabs and Muslims, it's acceptable bigotry. Yeah. No one says anything.
Yeah, Dana's point about he looks like a Jew. Like, I mean, that just forget it. Linda Sarsour from the Arab American Association of New York and Dana Milbank from the Washington Post. Thank you both.